おりゃどうだ こっち来て。
うりゃ
いいクンフーだ。いいクンフーだ。いいクンフーだ。いいクンフーだ。
Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? What's up, sir?
行くぞ
行くぞ。
うりゃ
おりゃ
ー。いいクンフーだ。
Just doing the grind. Just finished Jitsu Squad. Yeah, I'm gonna play that some more tonight. Yeah, that game definitely needs some patches. It definitely does. You're not alone in feeling that way. I know they'll get it to a good point eventually. There's definitely some artificial difficulty in that game. I'm sure in a couple patches it'll be a lot less frustrating to play. It's really hard to make a beat 'em up. I think people don't understand how hard it is to make a game like that. There's so many things that go into it being fun, and so many things that can kind of ruin it. And I feel like they got the vast majority of it right. They just need to fix the balancing, the stuttering. Make it less frustrating to take a hit in that game. I think that's really all they need to do. It's like really hard to make a good beat 'em up. It's just like first-person shooters, you know. There's lots of indie first-person shooters too, and they aren't as good as like the big stuff. Yeah, you get locked in hit stun a lot in that game. You get locked in hit stun all the time. It's not just you, trust me. I really need a new mouse. I need to go buy a new mouse, like, pronto. This thing is not cooperating. Alright, should be good to go now. Hello. Let's see if these guys can clear it by themselves. Funny if they could. Yeah, I think they can do it. Holy crap, this damage. Get shredded. Holy shit. That's the fastest I've ever done that. Power creep much? Wow. And people are saying Alpha Chun isn't useful. She's actually pretty useful. She was worth the investment. What's up, Cyan? Red was due. Yeah. Let's see. Do I have anything else to really do in here? I think I'm actually done. I think I did everything. What's up, Dissidia? The reason I didn't tell you about Shattered Realms is that that game didn't come out. That game didn't come out, dude. They had a publisher for the demo, but the game never actually got released. That's why. That's why. I don't really want to be telling you about something that doesn't exist. It's like telling a kid Santa Claus isn't real, you know? That's pretty much what the situation is with that game. Yeah, all there is for that game is a demo, dude. There's no full game. The combat designer of that game, he went on to work on Jitsu Squad. He's the combat designer on that, so that's about as close as you'll get. I definitely like the character designs better in Shattered Realms, but I don't know. It's kind of a moot point because that game doesn't really exist. It exists in a demo, and that's it. There's nothing else. I'm thirsty for that game too, trust me, but it's not real. I'm gonna go ahead and do the spider, and I think I'm done for now. Kinda wish you hadn't found out, because now I had to break it to you that that game doesn't really exist. Yeah, I don't think it's happening, dude. I think they couldn't find funding for it. I don't remember the exact story, but yeah, it's not happening anytime soon. Better to forget it exists. Definitely sucks, though. Sometimes that happens. think I'm all set up. I think everybody's ready to go. Alright. Let's see how much this has been power crept. This used to be the hardest mode in the game. Tatami Gaish! Tatami Gaish! I'm already over Diamond, by the way. Pretty sure I am. I don't remember what it is, but it used to be a lot harder to do this. But they've added a lot of characters with these elements, so... What yeah! Oh, wow, 238 score. Not bad. There, Diamond. It used to be so hard to do that. Now it's pretty easy. Yeah, Diamond 1. Oh, I was over double the max. Pretty much like one character can do it now. Alright. I think I've done pretty much everything. Let's go ahead and do this. This game mode is boring, but... it only takes a couple minutes.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Round 1. Ready, go! Perfect! You win! Round 2. Ready, go!
Sit down. Rhett was due. 0 seconds. You can't do it faster than that. Oh man, this game. Rent was due. Landlord saw that team roll up with a PS5 and a 3070. It's like, nope, nope, sit down, the rent's due.
9, 8.
Roll up with a 3090 and a PS5, you haven't paid your rent. That's what the landlord's gonna do to you.
Round 1. Ready, go! You win. Round 2.
Oh, he's not gonna make it over here.
You win.
0 seconds. Alright, let's put the new team in here. Street Fighter peeps.
Fight! Round 1. Ready. Fight! Perfect KO! You win! Round 2. Ready. Fight!
Oh man. Good times. That's what's kind of boring about that game mode is, like, it's really important to your account, but when you get to the point I'm at, you just shred them in seconds. It feels like Mega Man X speedruns, where, like, they do the Hadouken or the Shoryuken, and, like, they explode longer than they fight. That's kind of what that mode feels like at the point I'm at, like, veteran account status. Like, that's good though. I should place high this week. I didn't really do it yesterday. But yeah, I need to start focusing on that game mode. Alright, I think that's all I really had to do on here. That's everything. Exit. Alright, let's go ahead and switch games. I already finished a lot of that earlier today, so... does this keep soft locking? It's the second time in a row it's done that. It didn't do that while I was testing this game. I can't get past this part. it keeps doing that. It's annoying. Okay, it didn't work this time. And I continue playing the video game. Okay. That's weird. And twice in a row it did that. I hate this boss. Pretty much hate all the bosses because of the ads. They make them not fun. Oh, the hit stun! Another glitch. I had this happen during beta. Alright, well. Went out of bounds. It's done in this game is so annoying. God, man. Why do there have to be ads? They're like the least fun thing in boss fights like this. Of course, I can't do my combo because these guys keep coming back. They come back over and over and over. Nice. And then it puts that crap on the ground, so I can't fight. This is the worst boss. So obnoxious to fight. It would be so bad if the stupid ads weren't there. Nice. I can't move! I told him. I told him that the bosses were not that fun. And I guess they just didn't have time to change it. They get really irritating. Went out of bounds again! I guess I just can't play this today. What's going on? I just want to be done with this boss. Worst boss. Keep soft locking. I just play something else. I don't know why this is like only happening to me. Third time in a row. Finally! Raid boss down. He told me that, like, barely anybody tested the tag mode. That's where the majority of the bugs are. This probably isn't a good representation of the game, as most people aren't going to touch it, but, you know, I love my tag combos. That's pretty much what I did on this game, the testing, is I helped find a lot of the tag bugs, but unfortunately there's still a lot of them. But that boss in particular, I think, is like the worst in the game. Yeah, you don't keep your unlocks right now. There's no New Game Plus yet. Yeah, to keep in mind, I've played through this game piecemeal mostly because of helping them test the bugs and stuff. That's kind of what beta testing is. Not always like playing the game normally. I've only beaten this game twice, but I've been playing it for many hours. Believe me, I pointed out the problems with the boss fights, but once they get more people playing this, they'll probably have more people agreeing. It's done is really frustrating, this game. A lot like Avengers. Avengers game is a lot like this, just sometimes you don't feel like you have a lot of control. Ah, the hit stun in this game. I don't want to do the whole auto-scroller again. Yeah, this game needs a lot of work. It does. Luckily, it plays pretty good. It's mostly just fixing the balancing, the hit stun, and like the bugs and the bosses. That's really all this game needs. I'm sure they'll get to that point, but right now, I don't want to say don't buy it. This game is awesome, but just don't expect it to be. Don't expect it to be like Street 4 and it's Street 4's defense, or this game's defense. That game was a mess when it came out. I don't know how many people remember version 5 of that game, but it was a lot like this. You know, fun to play, great foundation, but there was a lot of stuff that was like either annoying or unfair. And over the 2 balance patches, they made the game a lot better. I know this game has more than enough potential to be like that, but right now it's some things about it just aren't fun. I do think people, and I say this as somebody who beta tested the game, people forget the beginning of Streets 4. People don't remember, or they didn't play the game right when it came out. That game had a lot of unfair difficulty issues too. The problem with the burst is that you just get put in hit stun again, so it doesn't really accomplish much. It helps a little bit, yes. It's kind of a band-aid on the problem.
Rising.
Well, the problem with the burst is it's kind of a double-edged sword, because it gets you out of hit stun, yes, and you could transform for a few seconds, but then it's too easy for it to happen again. Streets 4 was exactly like this game. It was exactly like this. Gameplay in this is pretty much nothing like Streets 4, but in terms of like day 1, Streets 4 and this, they kind of had a lot of the same problems. Like just a couple patches away from feeling really fair. Version 5 Streets 4, which was the launch version, had like super armor all over the place and just unfair attacks. A lot of them. I don't think people remember that era. It was like that for a good couple months. You can't even really play that version of the game anymore unless you go out of your way to do it. So people aren't too harsh in this game. Street Sport is like the new goalpost to make a modern beat 'em up and stuff. That game had its fair share of obnoxious stuff too. I envy anybody who didn't have to play version 5. Yeah, the last two levels do really show the game's flaws. I just don't want people to have double standards with this game. It's like Street Sport was like this too. It really was. I mean, they're doing like one more patch for the game, right? They're still not happy with the way it was, but it definitely wasn't ideal when it came out. Still a good game, but just not like this game. Had very apparent flaws that just took them a while to fix. The difference with this game, and the positive side of it, is that they don't have this game on consoles right now. So they can pretty much patch this game every day if they want to. Yeah, I still want to see double standards saying this game sucks compared to Street Sport. Like, go back and watch people play version 5 of that game, and it had a lot of the same problems. I can't move! Yeah, they'll make this less frustrating, they will. Just don't buy this game expecting post-patch Streets 4 balance. Buy it expecting it to be like version 5, where the game is fun to play, but there's very obvious things wrong with it that might take some time to fix. If you can look past that, the game is fine. I'll definitely have to put that in my review for this, like, don't have double standards with this game, please. I think they mostly just need to, the way to fix the hit stun would be, because this game has hit stun decay. It's like Marvel 3. You know, you get to a certain part in the combo, and the hit stun decay will kick in so much to prevent infinites. They need to increase that for the player, and they also need to add damage scaling for juggling. Streets 4 actually has that. That's one of the hidden ways you can, like, can't get juggled in that game. That would basically fix it, in my opinion. And reduce how many ads spawn. I think there shouldn't be, like, more than 2 or 3 waves of enemies and respawns. This game would piss off a Saint the way it is right now. It's not just you. But
Fire!
I personally know the combat designer of this game. I know he will improve it. Honestly, I think this game's at a better spot than Streets 4 at launch, despite being a lot less stable. they're also trying a lot of new things with this game too. And the risk with that is not having a lot of stuff to draw inspiration from. They have like full tag mode in this game and hit stun decay and like a lot of other fighting games don't even switch to it now. So, unfortunately, the downside of that is just like creating a new story in the modern era. Everything's been done already. If you do try to do something new, it's not going to be as polished. That's why there's lots of indie games with really cool ideas, but they suck to play because they don't conform to shit we already figured out. It's a problem with a lot of indie games.
More mini blade. Noir gauntlet. Blue destiny.
Oh, the DNF dual beta? Yeah, I have off on Friday. I'll be playing that. Friday, I'm probably gonna go to the game center and then come back. Yeah, I'm not doing kitty sitting on Friday. I asked for it off. I haven't had a day off in like a week. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll be playing that. I'll be doing New Game Plus Expo in the morning too.
Come at me!
Yeah, in tag mode, Eros is a beast. He's really good to have on your team because it seems like that stomp that he does, it has like almost no hit stun decay. So you can just keep doing it. He's really good to have on your team. You pop it at like the end, and you can basically skip a whole phase of them transforming. Or tech him on at the end. Even if they tech out, you're gonna be invincible the whole phase. Nice. I'm pretty sure Ghostblade is in the demo, the beta. Be sure. I just hope they fix that game.
Fire!
A lot of things wrong with that game, but it was fun. A lot of that is because I'm a fan of the source material. Played a lot of DFO back in the day. That's pretty much what I always wanted them to do, is make a fighting game with those characters. Actual DFO PvP is trash. Hopefully, that'll be fun. I can't move! I can't move!
Fire!
Look at this, man. I can't move! Completely immobilized. These damn palm guys. First enemy. Oh, these bomb guys need to go die in a fire. So annoying. Keep coming back. You need to fix the hit stun in this game, seriously. Remove the ads completely. Get rid of them. So annoying. Go away. Why do they have to keep coming back? Hate the respawns. This bomb guy will just not die. He's refusing to die. Stop coming back. Fuck you. Shit's obnoxious. Hours of hits done.
Come at me!
How you liking this game? Am I soft locked? I'm soft locked again. I can't imagine 1C seeing this game right now. At least not the way I'm playing it. It's like the fourth soft lock. Yeah, mostly in testing. I helped them find a lot of the tag bugs, but I don't think they were able to get them all out. Actually, this is proof because it's like the 5th time that's happened to me. I don't know, this level is just everything wrong with this game, pretty much. The hits done. The ads, making it so you can't really fight the boss. How often they respawn. No, I just do 3. Nice. Really didn't want to have to do this fight again, but it's all locked. He can do all 4.
You come at me! You come at me!
I want Anthopants to play this game. Why isn't Anthopants on, like, streaming this game like right now? Because this game is like, it's like version 5 of Streets 4. It's like a really good game, but it's got a lot of really unfair things about it. And you kind of just have to look past it. Great foundation, but sometimes this game can be really aggravating. Which is exactly what version 5 of Streets 4 was. No, amazing game, but lacking polish in a lot of the important areas.
Come on me!
I just want him to play this because I'm getting pissed off. That's like the only reason I want to see him play this. Why is Anthopants talk shocking? I love watching him as he gets so pissed. I was like crying, laughing watching him play version 5. Geek Twitch content and playing that game. On Mania. That's some legendary stuff, man. Get the turkey! Get the turkey! Can't move in this stinking game! Get the turkey! There's part of me that wishes that Street Sport never got balance patches. We were still stuck on version 5, and he was still streaming that game like 8 hours a day. That shit was hilarious. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard at Twitch stream before. That's why I want him to play this game the way it is right now. He probably wouldn't hate it, but he would point out this game's problems, that's for sure. Anthopants is a god among men. In terms of getting pissed at games, like, unmatched. And now when he plays that game, they've balanced it so much he doesn't get pissed off anymore. It's not the same, man. There's like part of me that wishes that game was never patched. He's like still playing Nice. Nice hit stun. Nice.
Fire!
Look at this, I can't move. This game is so good, but it's so frustrating. They really need to rebalance this game. Too easy to take one hit and just die. The burst does not help. This is normal. The game is a lot more fun on easy, I'll be honest with you. When I was testing this, I played it on easy. I'm like, this is so much more fun. Just because there's no ads on the bosses. So. Yeah, on easy there's no ads on the bosses. They just don't spawn at all. So it's honestly a lot more fun that way. And they feel like good Tails bosses.
No, come at me!
Yeah, this game's a lot like launch Streets 4. Just such a good game, but there's things about it that make it really aggravating to play. No, I didn't. Found out about that just like you guys. I want to get in on that. I want that so bad. Yeah, I'm thirsty for that. I want that. I don't know if they're doing beta testing though. I haven't talked to Jordy in a while. It's been like quite some time since I talked to him. Nice. Well, I'll tell you one thing about Streets 4 Mobile. Two things that are good about it. The first is that it's done by PlayDigis, and what's nice about them is they port like premium games, like PC console games to mobile, but they charge a much lower flat rate for it. There's no microtransactions, and the ports are good. But the downside is they take forever to update. Like Dead Cells is like months behind. So the good thing about the Streets 4 port is that, you know, as far as we know, the next patch is the last one. They're not going to be doing anything else to it at all unless there's like some critical bug fix. So it'll be nice to buy that because there's no updates to wait for. Yeah, Dead Cells on mobile is better than the Switch version, but it's like months behind. So if you want to play the new stuff, you gotta wait. Yeah, this fight sucks. This fight sucks. Dash is invincible too, you can't kill him. This fight is kind of everything wrong with this game too. I'm like, alright, you've had your turn. You've had your turn. This game, man. I can't move. Wow. Please just kill him. I can't move. That boss fight is terrible. This game really needs some work. It's really only fun to play on easy, in my opinion. It's a lot less frustrating. Those last two fights are like everything wrong with the game. Just stuck in hit stun.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Just stuck in hit stun all the time. Visual clutter. Just stay on easy, period. The game is so much more fun on easy. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll start another game, but I'll get to a boss on easy and you'll see how much better it is. So I gotta get to the second level, but I'll show you how much better the bosses are on easy. It's quite the improvement.
This is...
Yeah, if you think, I mean, every beat 'em up at a high level has a fuck ton of RNG. Just like, you know, you can get screwed over at any given moment. But in this game, it's like, it can happen at any time. Like, way more often than any other beat 'em up I've played. And it could just kill you. I can't imagine doing 1CCs on this. You can just end with no fault of your own, like, numerous times. Is it your birthday, man? Happy birthday, if true. No, you're looking at Iconoclast the wrong way. He does not stream his attempts. He does not stream his attempts. You're seeing the best one that he got. Who knows how long it takes. You know, there's somebody like that in the DMC community, Don Goody. People think that guy is like a cyborg. But then, he used to stream, and he like dies all the time. And it really humanized him. It's like, you're just seeing the best stuff. I mean, it's just no different than a movie. Like, sometimes they spend like weeks on one fight scene and it looks so clean. But like, who knows how many takes they did. It's kind of how it is with high-level gameplay. Unless it's something live like this, then you're like actually seeing it. You're seeing the process. That's what's kind of cool about speedruns. Soft lock. Oh, never mind.
Come at me!
Sorry about that. What are my thoughts on the Steam Deck? I desperately want one. I have one pre-ordered, but I don't know how I'll afford it. Yeah, I wish I could skip this too. Skip the tutorial. There's a lot of cutscenes you can't skip too.
Let's
Alright, let's get to the first boss. And then I think I'm probably going to sign off because I want to be up for the New Game Plus Expo. I already took my meds. I might do like one game after this, we'll see.
Rising! You come at me!
Hey Din, what are the good Streets 4 mods right now? I was thinking of trying some of those out. The non-Kaizo ones. Yeah, a lot of them are just Kaizo stuff. I'm not interested. Maybe I'll just make my own. I want a version 5 mod that Anthopant streams for 8-hour sessions. That is ultimate comedy right there, him playing that game. That's like the only thing I miss about version 5 was him playing it. That shit was hilarious. Freaking going Ultra Instinct, getting pissed off in that game. Get the turkey! Get the turkey! Stupid jerk game!
You come at me!
Weapon pickups, yes. Like the mace with him is a hard knockdown. It's really useful to have.
Rising!
And skip this cutscene. Trying to skip it, it won't let me.
Cartoonality.
Perfect.
Look at this, no spawns. No spawns. Isn't that so much more fun? It's like an actual boss fight, not just a clusterfuck. If I speedrun this game, at least before they balance it, definitely will be on easy. I'll tell you that right now. That boss fight is so much more fun without getting clipped by random mooks from the other side of the screen that keep respawning. It's a night and day difference. And the boss is like still challenging too. Like that's what's that's what's interesting about it. They can still beat you, but it's like less frustrating because it's your fault. Like, you can parry them pretty easily. If you use that mechanic, you can put them in hit stun consistently. As soon as you put the ads in, it stops feeling fun. Wouldn't be the first game like that. Alright, well, let me see who's on Twitch. Might end it there. I need something to watch so I can sleep, because I have really bad anxiety. If there's nothing on, then I'll keep going a little bit longer. Wow, there's like nothing on right now. There's nothing on right now. It's a lot of Elden Ring, which that was mildly interesting to watch for a while, but it's just like so. It's so played out. It's just a lot of it gets boring. Boring to watch it. Watching for over 8 years. Well, thank you for sticking around. Yeah. I try to be honest in my reviews because I've gotten tired of how things work on this site, or people hype things up so much and then they come out and they're bad and then they jump on them because that's how they make money. I hate that shit. So I try to be honest. Even if I get a game for free, I'm always honest about it. I like to point out the flaws, and most of the time I play it to completion. I point out the flaws and what I liked about the game and what I don't. What things would make the game better if it's fixed, stuff like that. Babylon's Fall is a good example. I think that game is actually pretty fun, but it really pisses me off. It really pisses me off how the clickbait channels are saying shit about it that's legit not true, and that really bothers me. So I made my own video. I played the game to completion. I put like 20 hours of time into it. Because I don't like watching that shit, so I try to make stuff that I would like to watch. So I honestly can't stand most of the big gaming channels. So clickbaity, and you can tell they're like bought off sometimes. Or they're just playing something because it's popular. They don't have any organic interest in it, and that shit really gets on my nerves. So I pretty much just play what I like, and I'm always honest, even if I get the review key. Because that's what reviews should be for anything, not just games. Like, I don't want you to shill something hard just because you got paid to play it or use it. There's all kinds of stuff like that, like pet products and all kinds of other stuff. It's just like, do you really use this product? Will you use it after you're paid for it? Do you actually believe in it? Do you actually even think it's a good product, or are you just bullshitting because you got paid? You always have to like ask those questions. Well, luckily for you guys, I don't get paid to play shit on this channel, so you're gonna get my unfiltered thoughts. I will give the game an honest chance, but I'm gonna be honest. If something pisses me off, man, you guys will be the first to know, for better or for worse, because that's the kind of content I want to watch. Well, there's a misconception that if you don't suck off a game and stuff, you don't chill for it, that you won't get more keys. I can tell you right now, like, I'm a small channel. I'm a nobody on this site. Maybe not in terms of seniority. I've been doing this longer than anybody else has, pretty much, since like 2005. But in terms of like size and ad revenue, earnings, sponsorship opportunities, I'm a nobody. But what I do when I apply for these keys is I show them my best stuff, overviews and guides and stuff that I've made that have tens of thousands of views, and that's enough. They don't really care that if you're at the point where, you can take a video of yourself taking a dump and make like $8,000. They don't always just want people like that. There definitely are some PR agencies that just want that, but if you show them that you make good content, you like actually play the game for more than 20 minutes and you make something good with the opportunity, then they'll, even a small channel like mine, I save a lot of money getting keys. And it just bothers me that people think that the way to get them and stuff is to just lie and suck the game off and chill and not be honest. I want honesty when I look for something. I mean, when I look for information on games I haven't played or I'm interested in, I always just look at my friends, honestly. As my friends are around the same size as I am or even smaller. Like, those guys have been playing these games as long as I have, so I value their opinion. Like, they're not getting paid to say they love or hate the game either. So that's generally where I go. So that's the kind of content that I try to make. I know lately the content has not been that great. My mental health has been, uh, honestly, it's been a hot mess. It's been a hot mess since I caught COVID, and I'm working on improving my mental health. Obviously, there's shit out of my control that I can't fix, but I'm trying to work on the stuff that's uh, on my level. I did put out some good content this month. I owe you guys a Jitsu squad overview. I'll try to get that out tomorrow. I've beaten the game like 4 times now, so I think I'm about due to make that. But I'm definitely going to be honest about it. I mean, I know somebody who worked on the game, and I'm not gonna pull any punches. It's a really good game, but there's just stuff about it that's so aggravating, and it's annoying to play sometimes. And it's a very easy problem to fix because the easy mode basically fixes it already. It's just the default difficulty. You shouldn't be getting juggled to death all the time. There shouldn't be like 5 or 6 mook spawns like on each boss. Get rid of those things. You want the game to still be challenging. I don't want them to just nerf it into nothingness. I still want the game to be challenging. I just want it to be more fair. Because beat 'em ups are always going to have RNG. It doesn't matter like what level you play them at. You watch like the top Streets 4 players, like the best players in the world, like Bill, ODSFN, Anthopants, A1 Major. Those guys have played that game so much, and sometimes they just get screwed over. That's not something that you can avoid in a beat 'em up, but if you want to make it less frustrating for like all levels of play, you have to mitigate it as much as possible. And that's kind of the problem with Jitsu Squad is there's just so much of it. You can parry a boss perfectly and get them in hit stun for a combo, but then some asshole on the side shoots you, and then you get stuck in hit stun. The boss recovers, and they do like their full combo, and suddenly you're dead. Like that stuff needs to go. I'm sorry. That stuff needs to go because that's not engaging. It's not fair. It's not fun, and it doesn't feel like it's your fault. Uh, that's like the main thing they need to remove. I mean, like I said, you can't get rid of that shit completely. It doesn't matter how well made your beat 'em up is. It's always going to be a problem. Uh, but there needs to be as little of it as possible so that it still pisses you off, but it doesn't make you want to stop playing. And the problem with Jitsu Squad right now is it does make you want to stop playing. The last couple bosses really exemplify what's wrong with the game. Just like you can, there's visibility problems. The hit stun is high. The damage is too high. You can't really see what's going on, and sometimes you get hit by things that you can't see, and it leads to death. Like it feels like the health bar is a myth, and that's just a problem. Period. Honestly, on Master, it should not be doing that. It shouldn't be, because that's what I like to call artificial difficulty. When it's like the game is hard, but it's not hard in a fun or engaging way. Uh, I don't know. After the whole From Software movement, where everybody tries to copy their games, I feel like people forgot what fun hard is. Fun hard is like old school, well designed like retro games, where like the game is hard, but it's hard in a fair way, and it makes you want to keep playing. You want to keep trying, not like you get juggled to death, or this hitbox is like the size of the solar system, and you clearly dodged it, but you got hit anyway, or the enemy randomly gets out of hit stun and techs out, and you don't have like the tools to deal with it. That makes the game hard, yes, but is it a fun difficult? No, it's not, because the player is not given the tools to deal with those situations, but the enemies do them anyway. Like, I mean, I'm a hardcore gamer. I am, and like nobody can talk shit about me playing games on easy sometimes, because I have like literally 16 years of me doing crazy shit in video games on here. Like nobody can discredit my skill. I never said I was the best, but there definitely are some games that are better on easy. Jitsu Squad in its current state, yes, that game is objectively more fun on easy. It shouldn't be that way, but that's the way it is right now. And I've beaten the game on normal mode on stream like twice. I'm more than capable of doing it. It's just not that fun the way it is right now. And playing the game on easy is more enjoyable for me. So I actually get to enjoy the boss fights. I can actually see what they're doing. There's no visibility problems. There's no just wall of hitboxes preventing me from interacting. Like none of those things are an issue on easy. I don't know. Doing this for so long, I learned to I just hide people. I used to really be defensive when trolls would bully me and stuff on here. I just hide them now. I don't have time for it. It's not healthy for me to do it, and I just don't really give a shit what people think anymore. Um, Especially random nobodies that like don't interact with my videos normally. They don't support me emotionally or anything or morally at all. Just random nobodies behind a monitor. Like I just don't fucking care anymore. I mean, I've had people say horrible stuff about me on here over the years, and it still gets to me, but I just hide it. And I forget about it. So I'm not. I'm sure not getting paid enough to deal with that shit. Let me go get the new collab trainer. Hold on. I don't hate FromSoft. I just hate that everybody tries to copy them, and I don't like the trolls that uh, just parrot people telling people to get good. That shit really gets under my skin. It's like, dude, they're not enjoying the game, and most of the time they're pointing out things that are wrong with those games, like the hitboxes or just the character is slow. Like the character is slow, but the enemies are fast, and you don't feel like you have adequate tools to deal with situations. People point that stuff out, and the only response they get is get good. It's like, well, they're not having fun playing it, so that's like telling somebody who, I don't know, hates baseball or something to get in the MLB. It's like, yeah, they're probably capable of doing it, but they don't enjoy the activity, so why would they? They're better off spending their time doing something they do enjoy. It just pisses me off. I hate that generic, just sweaty gamer response. It really bothers me. Why can't you just accept that these games are not perfect? They're good games, yes, they're great games, but they're not perfect, and not everything needs to be exactly like FromSoft games. And when you do shit like that, it pushes people away. There's less people playing them, and they don't want to interact with your community because you're completely just ignoring, you're downplaying their legitimate feedback. Which most of the time with those games at least is true. You're pushing them away when you do shit like that. It's like, yes, you can get past those things with practice and skill, but stop. I want people to stop telling you like, oh, the game gets better 60 hours in. It's like, dude, if it doesn't grab me the first few minutes, I'm not going to stick around. Like, period. A really solid game gets you hooked in the first few minutes, and it's already like getting you into the gameplay loop, so that you want to keep playing and get better at it. And like, oh, the game gets better 80 hours in. And it's like, well, I'm not going to even fucking play that game, honestly. I'll give it like an hour or two tops, but ideally it should be the first few minutes. That was part of the problem with Babylon's Fall. Babylon's Fall was actually a lot like that. That game had that exact problem. It's a really fun game, but they drip feed you the mechanics for like 20 hours. And the game is so much more interesting to play when you have those mechanics, but you just kind of have to sit through it. The community for those games is way worse than the games, I'll tell you that much. It's mostly not the problem of the games. The games are designed that way because the developers want to make games like that and people keep buying them. You can't fault the developers for just making the same game with different skins. I mean, a lot of the stuff I play is the same game with different skins and different mechanics. It's not their fault. It's the community's fault, honestly. The community is just insufferable for those games. It's like, dude, no one out on the street cares that you've done everything in Elden Ring. No one fucking cares. Like, there's more to life than video games. Treat your peers better and your community will grow if you stop treating the new people like shit, especially when the shit they're saying is true. like, like, like their criticisms for the most part are true. That's the funny thing about it. And you're pushing them away. Like, that's not good for anybody. Less people playing means less people buying them. Less people buying them means less games being made, less sequels. No, just keep telling people to get good. That'll solve everything. I just get tired of seeing it. It's like I see it happen all the time. It's like someone says like about like Elden Ring or something like there's things I don't like about this game, and then they say like, oh, I've beaten the other games to completion, but I don't like this. I don't like certain things in this game, and you just get told to get good. It's like, dude, fuck off. Like, no, you need to beat the game with a baby in one hand and like a Coke in the other hand. You need to beat it with your feet, and you need to do it with an eye patch on out in the desert. You need to do all those things, and then they care about your opinion. And if you haven't done those things, you're just a shitty noob. It's like they're probably not much worse at the game than you are. Like they just haven't put that much time into it. Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and do PGR, and then that's gonna be it for tonight. I want to get up in the morning for the New Game Plus Expo. We'll go ahead and knock that out, and then I'm gonna stop for tonight. So give me a moment here. Gotta hook up the capture card and everything. This game takes a couple minutes. Don't get comfy. No getting comfy. I just gotta do Warzone and Pain Cage and then the event, which takes like all of 10 minutes. And I'm throwing in the towel tonight. Well, actually, I'm pretty much done with... I'm pretty much done. It's probably because it's a mobile game, but it's one of the few good mobile games. Whoa. That was weird. Oh, the controls are jacked up. Hold on. What? That was on a different controller earlier today, so the game's a little confused. Let me see exactly what's wrong. Oh, the controller's freaking out. That's not good. I think the controller might be dead. This is the one that was possessed earlier that I had to replace. Are we good now? I bought the same controller again with a warranty. Oh.
弱い深淵に飲み込まれろ
僕が計算した弾道から逃げられる者などいません。
私進行できると思う私についてくれる私を見たの遅い深淵に飲み込まれろ
僕が計算した弾道からそれは隠れているつもりですか。
Hey, later, man. Happy belated birthday. See you tomorrow or later today.
それは隠れているつもりですか。あなたたちの結末はただ一つです。諦めた方が賢明です。
目標補足私についてくれるこれくらいの痛みなんて平気貫け錠剤の槍
僕が計算した弾道から逃げられるものなどいません。
深淵に飲み込まれろ
ご命令を。
私の力
That was a pretty good run. Wave 10.
存分に
Not
楽
bad.
しむ
Should place pretty high this week. Yeah, about 200k. Not bad.
Uh, 僕が計算した弾道から逃げられる者などいません。
私を見た者は深淵に消えるの遅い弱い
僕が計算した弾道から逃げられる者などいません。
私進行するとできると思っているこれくらいの痛みなんて平気私を見た者は深淵に消えるの
僕が計算した弾道から逃げられる者などいません。それは隠れているつもりですか。
私進行するための私たちに来た全ての動画
It did. Yeah. Really sucks how hard it is to get people to actually buy something on mobile. Like, it's basically been proven. You make more money making something for free with scummy microtransactions than just paying a flat rate. And there's just so much garbage on there. And a lot of these games really try to get you addicted so you don't play anything else. You have all those things against you. That's why, like, the publisher that's doing Streets 4, the Dead Cells port is, like, really good. But it's, like, dirt cheap. It's, like, cheaper than the game on sale on the other platforms. And the reason for that is it's really hard to get people to pay a flat rate for something. Which is weird, because the games that make the most money have, like, tons of microtransactions. Just, like, having a price on something Making people buy into the idea without being able to try it just like doesn't fly on mobile at all. Wait, what? They deleted it? When did that happen? I didn't know that. That's pretty shitty. They seem like really nice people. That really sucks, man. I didn't know that was happening. That's the first I've heard of that. Hmm. Well, I can speak from experience when I say that when you work really hard on creating something and putting yourself out there on the internet and it doesn't get the exposure you need to keep going, that shit can be really demoralizing. It has nothing to do with the game. It doesn't really even have anything to do with the fact that they didn't finish it. It's more that that's just how mobile is. Mobile is really cutthroat. It's pretty much been proven if you're dishonest on mobile, you make more money. It's like for whatever reason the mobile demographic won't just pay money for something. They need it to be free right away. That's why Streets 4, when it comes out on mobile, will probably be like $10 to $15. Probably cheaper than 15. 15 is like a death sentence pretty much. Which is weird because, it's the platform where people spend like thousands in one swipe and get divorced and lose their homes and shit. But for some reason on mobile, it's just it's like an unspoken rule. I don't charge. And Combat King's monetization was actually pretty nice. There was it's like maybe like $10 to get everything and remove all the ads. That's like very reasonable. They had a very good business model for it. I will say that. Um, you can try the game for free, but there's like annoying ads and stuff. And like if you put a couple bucks into it, if you like it enough, then that's all you have to spend. Actually, just charging something like up front without any way of trying it, it just doesn't work on that platform. Like I've bought the Bloodstained is another one. Bloodstained's like $8. That game's been out for like about 3 years now, and is still not that cheap on other platforms. It's like $8 on there. The port is good. The port is better than the Switch version in almost every way. The only thing that's bad about that port is the touchscreen menus. Other than that, it's so much better. It's so much better and it's cheaper. Like if you have a phone that can run it, there's very little reason to buy that game on Switch. It's something I've noticed. There's a bit of a science to it. If you charge for something up front and you have no demo, you have to charge less than the original platforms it was on. Otherwise, no one will buy it. No, it's not just beat 'em ups. It's just games in general. You can't charge. That's why, like SNK, a lot of other companies, they tried to go to mobile and it didn't work. They saw how much money those games make and they thought that they could get a piece of it, but then, like, the problem is the games that make money are all service games, and it doesn't matter how much money your whales have. It doesn't matter if they're like oil princes or something, and they can drop like 8 grand every time a new character comes out. They still have limited time. So like it doesn't matter how good your game is out of the gate. Like it's competing with literally everything else There might be someone playing like, I don't know, a paint drying simulator or something, and they put like 20 grand into it. It doesn't matter how much better your game is. Like, that's what you're competing with. It can actually be harder to get seen on there. There's much less barrier of entry than even like Steam or something, but uh, it's just the way those games are designed to keep you playing. And like, you have to pretty much consider that like it's going to be really hard to drag somebody away from something, even if your game is better. I was like that with KOF All Star. I stopped playing the game for a while because I just got burnt out on it, and I went to PGR, that game I was just playing a couple minutes ago. But the problem with PGR is the stamina system is very strict. You can only play it for like a short period of time until later. Later on, when we get more updates, that won't be a problem. But I couldn't replace KOF All Star because the stamina is so restrictive. So that's why I went back to it. But like, if something else comes along, it's like, well, I'm already playing two games with beat 'em up combat. Um, like, whether I play for free or not is, or if I spend money is a non-issue. It's the time is the issue. Uh, you have to put all those things into consideration making a mobile game. That's why a lot of the Japanese companies have gone back to like making traditional games because they learned that the hard way. It doesn't matter how big your IP is or how good the game is like right away or how quickly you fix bugs and polish issues and stuff. Like, you have to pry people away from those other games, and that's easier said than done. It usually takes something monumental like the game shuts down or like the people making it just make stupid decisions that run it into the ground, which has definitely happened before. But it's not something that happens all the time. Yeah, I hope those guys are doing well. They were really nice. I talked to them for a while. They were pretty cool people. They gave me the PC version and stuff. Oh yeah, that's just the reality of being on mobile. You have like no barrier of entry. You can just put whatever you want on there, but the competition is fierce. And like, making a really good game is not even a recipe for success. Uh, there's too many factors. How many other games are there like that on mobile, and like how popular they are, and how long have they been out? Those are all big factors. Like, there's that, what's that game called? Tower of Fantasy. That's like Genshin Impact with much better combat. Um, I can tell you right now, the problem that game's going to face is exactly what I'm talking about, which is the demographic is going to be the same as Genshin. Anime graphics, action combat, although Tower of Fantasy, for what I've seen, has much better combat. You're competing with that game, and that game's a fucking juggernaut. It's a behemoth, massive game. Even if your game is better than that, in the ways that matter, like the combat, people have been playing Genshin for like 2 years. So unless they're like really burnt out and they're actively looking for something better, they're not going to play it. It sucks, but that's just the reality of mobile. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed so I can be up for the New Game Plus Expo. I'll see you guys then. I'll probably do a Jitsu run on easy. I'll probably continue that run later today after the New Game Plus Expo, and then I'll probably grab lunch. And then there should be a kitty sitting stream, and then there might be 3 streams today. We'll see. Good night.